Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am pleased to be back from Magic 30 and I decided to make a impromptu vlog about it. So I'm gonna splice this video with a few videos that I've made along my journey throughout the convention and show you basically what it was like to be there and participate in an event with the least amount of filming done possible. Honestly, I was struggling to go back and record things for this. When I got to Magic 30, I picked up my name badge with it's in this bag here. It's got all of my Magic paraphernalia and things that I got from the festival in it. So I'll just rifle through here. Here's the badge. I went for one day on Friday. It was the Emerald ticket. And I still had a broken toe, so they gave me like a little M pass to, not have to wait in the big lines that were outside. I don't have any pictures of that, unfortunately. But yeah, it's got like a Mox Emerald on it from Vintage Masters or something from one of those sets. Cool little lanyard. They were charging for a specific M30 lanyard with it, but it came with one of these in the bag. I don't remember if it said that when you were purchasing the tickets. I was scared they were going to sell out, so I knew I was just going to be there for one day only because I was going for a concert on Saturday when we were young festival, like Warped Tour emo nostalgia. But we're here to talk about Magic 30, not my love for music. I bought the ticket and I got one of these little pins that came with it. M30, and it's got the Vegas background. You can see like the Luxor and New York, and etc. in it. Cool. I didn't wear it. I wanted to, but I was scared it would fall off, as I've had many of these pins fall off at other things throughout my life. Yeah, so when you entered, you could go inside without getting your package that you paid for with all of the goodies. So mine was the Emerald Friday day, so it came with the Dominaria Collector Booster, the Mystery Booster Convention Edition, and the two promos, Arcane Signet that looked like Thanos, the etched foil, and the Richard Garfield PhD 30th MTG Celebration watermark. I'm gonna open up all the packs that I've gotten at the end of the video. Stay tuned. Maybe we'll hit some good stuff. I'll load up the clips right now. So when you entered, you were seeing these banners with all the planeswalkers on them, which was pretty cool. And there were a million people walking around. I, of course, had to choose some of my least favorites and favorites to pose with because you have a favorite planeswalker, right? Some of them just don't give you a good feeling. Then there was the Whatnot booth where they were doing, they had streamers there. They were doing like a spin wheel where you could win a booster pack. I ended up spinning the wheel and getting an Ikoria booster pack, so we'll add that to the list, the pile of packs to crack. You could also have gotten a collector booster of Unfinity, but my luck wasn't so good there. And I met a streamer there, Zabricus, and she signed a token that looks like a vampire, so that's going in my Strafon deck. And yeah, I was really happy about that because she makes some pretty cool content and is very lovely. I did get to meet Saffron Olive, and unfortunately I can't remember his name, but the blue-haired guy that also works with Magic Goldfish, and got to talk to them a little bit and say how much I appreciate their content, which was cool. Also at M30 was the Skyship Weatherlight, a really big replica. Looks like it was made out of like sculpting clay. Then there were the cosplay zones where they had people playing, and they had cosplayers there that you could meet and interact with. Lots of neat things to see in these cosplay areas, like the bar, the Shadow Spear, that new one from New Capenna is good with planeswalkers. Teferi's area looked like it was straight out of Kaladesh. Lots of contraptions and just cool things to explore. And I think I got a picture behind the desk. I might flash that up there with Teferi's staff. So cool. Here's a shot of Huatli, the planeswalker from Ixalan. Don't think I saw a cosplayer of her there. Then there was the green zone where I played my games. I did 2 events that day. So I did Boss Monster at 3 o'clock, and I also did a sealed standard draft at 7 o'clock. The times on those were a little flexible because they were having issues sorting out, I guess, the companion app and other things that they didn't tell us about. But, you know, it all worked out. We got to play. This is the most important thing. During Boss Monster, the second round, one of my opponents pulled out something to represent the boss monster, and it was a graded hill giant. Well, actually, it wasn't really graded. It was just a sample grading card. But it was so fun to have something to represent what we were going to be fighting against all together in this Commander game. And he told me where I could get one. So I went to the SGC booth, and they gave me one of these, a graded Plague Rats, which was one of my first cards that I opened in a revised box back, oh god, so many years ago. And yeah, it's super cool to have one. I think this is 4th edition. It doesn't actually say, does it? Unlimited edition, 1993? I'm not sure what that means. I think it's 4th edition. And yeah, all you had to do was sign up for their mailing list and follow them on Instagram and Facebook. And you got to choose one from a box, and it was this one, and I couldn't be happier with it because I always wanted to make a deck with 1,000,000 Plague Rats, but with the limitation of 4, it's not going to be that big. Anyway, cool story. Then they had an actual land station. Like, you could go there and pick up your lands, and they were just in baskets all over the table. They even had hand sanitizing products there if you were gonna do it. I bring my own lands just because I take a long time to deck build. I have my own little draft pack. It's got sleeves, it's got lands, it's got extra sleeves for cards that I might want to keep, you know, protected from all the good stuff that happens during drafting. I'm set up. I also bring a small bag of dice because you never know when you're gonna need those, of course. Here's a video of me opening up my standard sealed stuff. You got 2 packs of Dominaria, 1 pack of Kamigawa, 1 of Midnight Hunt, 1 of Crimson Vow, and 1 of New Capenna. Shout out to the deck box. I ended up building blue-white spirits and not doing so well. I think I lost my first match, tied my second match, and won my third match, which represents, you know, the median that you could get. I think I did like 50% in percentile in the whole thing. It was difficult, but I had a good time because I opened up Leyline Binding, I think Selfless Spirit. I don't, if I'm talking out of my butt right now. Let's see if the video shows what cards I opened. Dream Shacklegeist, Leyline Binding, and Rabble Rousing for a couple of my rares. Also Invoke the Winds. So I was pretty set up in blue and white. I had a lot of good options for spirits and flying and all the stuff that blue does, counter spells, and then like lockdowns with Leyline Binding and etc. So I was a stupid control player, and you know, I did middle of the pack stuff. It wasn't great, but it was super fun. Then you could walk around the rest of the convention and see the Art of Magic, where the artists were signing things. I didn't get anything signed or have time to visit it because I was busy, you know, hobbling around. And there was also the prize wall where I got to trade in my tickets that I won from events for prizes. So the events kind of paid for themselves. It was like entry fee for the event, and you get a prize as well if you do well. And I did well. Got another little walkthrough here, taking you through the cosplay zones. That looks like it could be Professor Onyx or Chandra. I might be mistaken. Oh, and then there was this weird beanbag chair that had all Magic cards all over it. It was, you know, no one could sit on it. I don't know why it was there. Just probably advertising the product. And then the Planeswalkers again, you know, in case you got lost. These were some of the cards I saw being sold with prices. Oh, these were the oversized cards. Never mind. They were huge. And then, of course, they did have game nights happening. And I don't really watch the show anymore because it feels a little too corporate for me. This is the merch line. There was an ADA accessible entrance, so when I was hobbling around, I could just go over there and not bother anyone with my whining about how much my foot hurt from standing in line, which was really appreciated on their behalf. Oh my gosh. I think this was my first time seeing the retro artifacts from Brothers War, and Ashnod's altar blew me away. I was like, whoa, they're reprinting that? That's fantastic. The art is just out of this world. I ended up drafting one just last week in Brothers War. Lets you know how long I've been putting off this video. I was on vacation, okay? Staff of Domination got reprinted. These are all the sketch retro artifacts. I don't know what we're calling them. I like Mishra's Archive. Some more merch. They had pins. They had Unfinity pins. They had Little Geary. Not sure how we say that. There's the M30 lanyard. Phyrexian processor. I don't even know what this card was. Is it old? Is it new from this set? Make a minion. Then they have the special Chandra cosplayers kit. Don't know what else comes in it, but it looks cool. I think it does smoke. Fire. My friend opened up a sketch Swiftfoot boots. It looks so cool. They did a really nice job with these sketch cards. And then there is the very controversial Magic the Gathering 30th anniversary edition packs with reprints of non-legal reserve list cards from beta. You've got the Mox, you've got Black Lotus, Wheel of Fortune, all the really good cards everyone's clamoring for, but they won't reprint because of the reserve list, but it is what it is. The tokens are really interesting from the reprint set. Zoomed in art aside, if this pack was priced appropriately, I think they could have made everyone happy. It's really unfortunate with this price point. In the merch line, I went up to the front and got the Lil Geary Saves the Day Secret Lair, and because I didn't win one at the Whatnot booth, a collector booster from Infinity. We'll open those later too. There's game nights. They were high-fiving and celebrating after a victory. Don't know how long that game went on for. Here's me with my tickets. I was super excited to cash them in. There were announcements that it was going to close, so I was very nervous. I didn't know if I would be able to do so. But I did. I cashed them in, and I got 2 draft Unfinity packs. I got a playmat and a deck box. Everything's Unfinity themed. So I got this one. It switches the text boxes of 2 creatures, and I'll use that to open up all the cards on. I think I didn't have quite enough tickets to get everything I wanted, so the guy had 100 left over, and he let me put it towards 2 draft boosters, so I was super thankful for that guy for the Unfinity packs. Super stoked carrying out my merch from the event. It was a good day. So it looks like I had 4,100 tickets. So I guess the playmat was like 3,000 and the deck box was 500, and then the packs were whatever the difference was, split that between 2. Thanks to that guy for giving me the extra 100 tickets. I did stop at a couple vendors and I got myself foil steam vents, which is nice. I'm gonna put that in my Gearston Starn deck. It's the Warhammer commander that does the pinging thing that pew pew. And I've also picked up some dice with -1 counters on it, because I'm gonna put a slight little infect thing in there, and I expect it to go off at some point. So that should be fun. Without further ado, let's open up these packs. And here we are. Here's the playmat I got, and let's take a look at these in the order that I got them. So Here is the etched arcane signet. Very cool. Here's Richard Garfield. And now for the packs. All right, Dominaria Collector Booster. Let's open this guy up. I want to say it was free, but it wasn't. I paid for it with my entrance. Scout the Wilderness. Argivian Phalanx. Mesa Cavalier. Miria's Outrider. Oops. Pilferer. Cleaving Coward. Let's go for the money. Swamp. There's the etch card. Hey, that's nice. That thing. Garna. There's another etched card. That one. Hey, I got an etched of the Planeswalker for a dragon deck that I wanted. Joyra and Anointed Peacekeeper. Is this a... Yeah, well, next. Moving on. Convention Edition pack. There's lots of hits to be had in here, and I already have a ton of the playtest cards in my undeck. I have an uncommander deck, which is out of this world, especially now with the Unfinity set. So let's just hope we get a big hit here. I don't foresee it happening because these packs are all over the place. Is that the rare? No, it's an uncommon. Ash Barrens. Whatever, never seen that before. Grasp of Fate. Well, that was a good thing. All right. Then what do? We hit the Whatnot booth, and that was Zabricus. Nice token that she gave me there. Thank you. And the Ikoria pack. Let's open this up. Maybe we'll get a Triome. Right. Frost Links. Tentative Connection. Yeah, we aren't really playing this standard set, so let's go past it. Here we go. Voracious Great Shark for nothing. Planes. All right. Thank you for that pack, Whatnot. And then we went to the merch booth. So let's do the Infinity pack first, since that should be less cumbersome. All right. Come on, Infinity. Impounding Lotbot. All these things. Let's see where our galaxy foils are. How is part 3? Is that one? Nope. Here we go. Carnival Carnivore Galaxy. Animate Graveyard Galaxy. Love it. Tusk and Whiskers. Graveyard Busybody. I have a regular version of that already. Katarina of Myra's Marvels. Island. And a Swamp Galaxy. Cool. Treasure. Right. Not great. And, you know, Secret Lair Roadshow Edition, Lil Geary Saves the Day, Traditional Foil Edition. All right, here goes. The value decreases 100% after you drive it off the lot for cars. So imagine it's the same thing for these here. Thank you for being a part of Secret Lairs. Looks like a floppy disk thing from a program. All right, interesting. And that's it for that. Peek. Look at target player's hand, draw a card. So these are based on sushi. So if anything will get my wife back into Magic, hopefully it's sushi. Peek. Very cute. Greed. Pay 2 life, draw a card. Very cute. I don't even know what we got there. A robot eating sushi things. Nigiri. Or, I don't forget what these called. Curiosity. Vandal Blast. Last Chance. Nice. And Cloud Shredder Sliver. Alright. That's a cool little bonus card. Well, thank you, Secret Lair. That was fun. And we got the SGC graded card here. CGC. Whoops. CGC graded card. Plague Rats. So it's got... No, it's a sample. So it has 0 centering information, 0 surface information, corners, and edges. It's basically just a slab. I'll probably use it when we play Boss Monster because it was a fun experience. But it's got that CGC certification hologram. Oh yeah, baby. Then we've got my steam vents, regular foil. Very pretty. And then, last but not least, as promised, the deck box, Space Bellerin, Space Cowboy. Yeah, maybe I'll put my undeck in there and relinquish one of my jewel cases to a better deck. All right, for the money, Infinity, for the tickets. Let's see what we've got here. Can we get something? Airy Elephant, Questionable Cuisine, all of these cards. Hey, this one, it's a meme card. I think it's got something like Goblin These Nuts as a oh, Mind Goblin These Nuts for the stickers and other things. Anyway, that's the fun of it. Here's the rare Ignacio of Myra's Marvels. A Plains. That's the planetary one? No, that's the alien one. Pick a Beeble. Concession stand. Hey, I got a foil. That's cool. Slight malfunction there. And a teddy bear. I don't think I've got one of those yet. Cool. And there's Clark's thumb. Nice. All right. Last pack. Here we go. I want to appreciate anyone who stuck around till the end to watch my M30 video because, you know, I don't normally do vlogs, but I could if you guys like that kind of content. Let's, you know, phone a friend. Cool. If it's foil, it would go straight into my deck, but it's, you know, just regular. So I have a card in my deck that says all premium spells cost one colorless less. Hey, that's nice. A mountain and a planetary mountain. So that's cool. Costume shop, scavenger hunt, food token, sky high burgers. And I guess it has a menu on the back. That's hilarious. And that's it. So thank you guys. Leave a comment, share it, give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.